All right, guys. Welcome to my third video in the month. As you can see, we're doing a tier list. First tier list of many. Um, yeah, it's a Sonic Racing Crossworlds tier list because I have 50 plus hours on the game because I'm top 100 in the UK. I'm pretty sure. Trust, like I'm actually top 100, but so I have to make content on it. So we're gonna start with a tier list of the main tracks in the game, not the crossworlds. I think you'll see some of the crossworlds here, but I'm just not gonna put them in, so I can't be asked to just sort it out. You get what I'm trying to say? It's meant to be quick fire. You get what I mean? But anyways, yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't. I can locate you, and you don't want to know what happens, bro. Anyways, yeah, let's start off with E Stadium, the first map when you play the game. The first map. Do you know what it is? E Stadium is actually right, like it's a very simple layout, the turns are simple. The way it basically sets you up for the game. Like there's no water like section or flying section, which I like personally. Not that I hate it, but it's just simple. You get what I'm trying to say? Like if you put a newborn baby on the sticks, it'll go through this level easy. So I'd say I'll put it pretty good. The music's alright as well. Like it's just the music's just average in this one. Not gonna lie. Anyways, up next we got Rainbow Garden. Rainbow Garden. The music is kind of like I like it. It's not bad. It's not bad or anything. Like this is like the music's up there. The track itself, it's got a flying, so it starts off, you drive a bit, and then you fly a bit, you know what I'm trying to say, and then you just start driving. The only thing with this level, I think, is that it doesn't have like a gimmick, if you get what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really have a gimmick, so I don't know if I can put it above pretty good, but I like the music, I think, but it doesn't have its own gimmick. You're just kind of just driving and you're just flying, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's not bad. Track. It's not a bad track, so I'll put it pretty good as well. I'm not gonna lie. Would I put it above E Stadium though? I'm not gonna lie. I would. I wouldn't. No. I would nah. Because if I had the choice between, yeah, I think nah. Yeah, I would. Oh no. Yeah, I would. Only because of the flying bit. The flying bit, like it's a little bit different. Something different. Anyways, up next is Water Palace. Water Palace. The music is good for this one. Like basically, I know I haven't said already, but this will be judged by the tracks, how good the tracks are. The flying, the boat, and the driving, and the music as well. The music is important because you don't want to play a map that has horrible music. You get what I'm trying to say. Water Palace, the music is good. It's got a water section instead of flying, so it's just driving in water. And I think that when you go in it, it feels quick, but then it also feels like not quick. You know what I'm trying to say. And I think when you see Water Palace, when you're loading into the game, seeing what maps are there. If you see Water Palace, I don't get pissed off. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't get mad like why is this there. So I think I would put it very good, because the turns are nice, I can't lie. I think it goes right at the bottom of very good, not gonna lie. Like that might be controversial, but that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, those are the first three tracks. Let's get into the next one, Metal Harbor. Can't lie, you weren't there for Metal Harbor, so you wouldn't understand. But it's a good track, not gonna lie. It's got driving, into flying, into driving. There's no water section, so it's a pretty good level. It's a pretty good level. Would I put it above pretty good? I would actually, because I feel like there's some obstacles in the way as well. There's gun soldiers, the visuals are quite nice as well. I kind of like it, I'd put it above Water Palace, not gonna lie, in very good. The first four tracks are actually decent. They're pretty good, they're pretty good. The music in Metal Harbor, it's the first lap is what you would expect. In the last lap, you wouldn't expect it, if you know Metal Harbor. So I don't know, I put it very good though, I'm not gonna lie. The music's pretty good though. Anyways, up next we got Sand Road. Sand Road, right? The music is, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best tracks in the game, not gonna lie. When you're driving, I think in Sand Road there's a driving section. Like the first lap is just driving. The second lap it changes into water. Like, you know, there's a water section. You know, so that's what is a common theme in the game, where in the like, not even second lap, sorry, the last lap, because obviously you got the crossroad in between. You know, and there's a common thing in this game where the first lap and the last lap is basically like it's different. Like the track turns into something different basically. But with Sand Road, it's the same thing, you know. So what I would do personally, would I put it above Metal Harbor? Dude? The music's better. The track itself, I feel like the first lap is so quick, like very quick, a bit too quick, you know. But you know, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like you blink and you're already there. But plus, you know, you can feel like you're kind of sliding because of, you know, it's sand. You know what I'm trying to say. So I might put it in between here. I put him in between Metal Harbor and Water Palace. You know, just stick it right there. You know, let it fit tightly in the, you know, Tyler's gap. You know what I'm trying to say. But it's a very good track. Not gonna lie. So we haven't had any stinkers yet, you know. But next up we have Colourful Moor. Colourful Moor, can't lie. Whenever I play this, I'm actually horrible. I don't think I've ever won Colourful Moor ever in my life. So there's a bias, you know, with this. In Colourful Moor, it's only driving. There's no flying water sections, even in the third lap resort, to be honest. So now that I think about it, it's not a bad level at all. The music's calm, I guess. It's just like I don't know how to describe the music online. You just have to listen to it. But I think I'd put it top or pretty good, not gonna lie, because it's just driving. It is, get in there, what the hell? It's literally just driving. So I don't like the map. Do you know what it is? There's so many different pathways in the map, if you get what I'm trying to say. And there's a lot of different pathways, so it's quite, you know, interesting to see where you can go in that. But I wouldn't put it in very good, only because there's no flying section or water section. You get what I'm trying to say. Not that a level has to be like that. Like it can be just driving, and you know. But because I'm bad at this level, you know, I'm just gonna put it in pretty good. You know, it's not bad. It's actually a decent level. Mystic Jungle, though. Mystic Jungle. We we all know about Sonic Forces, right? Let's not even speak on that, otherwise someone might go out that window over there. But Mystic Jungle, that track, I'm not gonna lie, the music is top tier, not gonna lie. The track level design is kind of like, it's actually only driving, to be honest, which is kind of weird because there's a water section, but you're kind of driving on the water. So if you actually think about it, if I think about it, it's only driving, but I would still put it in. I would still put it in very good, just because like it feels fast when you're driving. You know, there's quite a lot of item boxes. There's a little bit at the start where you can get a little speed boost if you go to the right a little bit. So I think that is very good. Actually, it's probably in the top 10 levels. Not gonna lie though, I think I'd put it in front of Metal Harbor only because like also in the last lap where like the snake comes to life, you know, it blocks the middle of the track, so you actually have to use skill. You know, surprise, surprise, you have to use your own skill to actually get through. You know, it's quite of a tight bit to get through, you know. So what I would do personally, I would put it at the moment. I would put it at the top of very goods. I feel like I'm being a bit generous though. What I might do with Water Palace, I might bring it down just a little bit. Not gonna lie, because yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. You know, put Mr. Jungle there. I prefer it to Metal Harbor and Sand Road. Not gonna lie. Actually, I'll swap this as well. Not gonna lie. That is what we have so far. All right. Next up, we have a POTUS. A POTUS. All right. See, a POTUS. I love the music. I love the music. That corridor. Let me not even speak on that corridor because we've lost many soldiers in that corridor. We've got a lot of terrorists just picking monster truck at the start just for this level, just so they can terrorize you. You get what I'm trying to say? Saddam Hussein, I think he was playing the other day. He went through the corridor and just bro. Anyways, POTUS, it's got flying and it's got driving. You know what I'm trying to say? I think it's a decent level. The music, I wouldn't say carries, but the music is very good. But obviously, because you know, already know where it's from, so I wouldn't put it in pretty good. I would, but I actually could do it. I could put it in pretty good. The thing is, right, the track layout is actually very simple. The start is a bit, I wouldn't say complex, but it's a bit interesting. But when you get to the first flying bit, after that, the track is very simple. The music does carry though. The music does carry. So I'm gonna. It's very controversial, but I'll put it in pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think it belongs at the top of pretty good. It's, it's just not quite Sam Road Mystic Jungle. You get what I'm trying to say? But you know, I can't stress enough. The music is good, so it goes at the top. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, and like even in the last lap, like the last lap doesn't really change anything much. Literally, I think it opens a new like pathway. Like you just go a different route. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I'll do that. I'll literally put it pretty good. Anyways, we got Wonder Museum next. I think everyone agrees with this one. I can't lie. It might. This is the first grade. It's the first grade because the music is good. The first lap is actually good as well. Like, I feel like this is one of the longer tracks. You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, the first lap obviously none of the things there are moving. Everything's kind of just there. But you can see everything. The layout of the map is actually very good. Like the drifting and everything on the first lap. On the third lap, when everything comes to life, I just feel like it's I wouldn't say hectic, but it's very interesting when you're driving. Yeah, I'm trying to say like you're actually engaging because there's like bones and that trying to eat you and stuff like that. I'm trying to say like, and there's windmills and stuff, annoying stuff. But, like it's a very good level. Not gonna lie, I would put it. Nah, I'll leave it in there. Can't lie. It's a step above Mystic Jungle and Sand Road. If you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I would, to be honest. Yeah. I have to put it there. I think it deserves to be there as well. But yeah, the music, I can't stress enough, is very good. So I'll leave it there. I'll put it there. I can't lie. It deserves goated. I'll be real. It deserves goated status. Anyways, next up we got. I can't read. Does that say Quarry Mountain? That says Quarry. What? Does that? I know it means Sweet Mountain, but no, 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 no. Because I can't be seeing stuff. Quarry Mountain. Get out of my sight. In fact, you can get over there, fam. Anyways, um, Ocean View is the next one. Ocean View, right? Let me think. Ocean View's a good. The first lap is good because the music. I don't know if you played the first open bit. No, not open. It was actually the closed beta. The music was just great, bro. Like honestly, it wasn't horrible, but it was just alright. But if you played the first closed beta, you would have known that they changed the music, and the music like this time around is actually very good. Just that remix, and the layout of the level is like driving, then it's water, and then driving again. It's quite interesting the first lap, and the third lap is actually very good. So because I just feel like there's different pathways as well, and there's that shortcut like in the middle of the track where it's actually quite hard to pull off. You kind of have to like not hold the accelerator. Like, you don't have to brake, but you just have to let go of the accelerator. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just drive off the edge and just die. But I'm telling you now, just let go of the accelerator, and then you'll make it. But yeah, Ocean View, I like it. I think I'll put it above pretty good because I feel like when you see Ocean View, you just about pick it over Potus. Oh, but then would you put it pretty good though? I don't know. The layout of the map doesn't really change. It's just that like we get. I don't know. It's fun to play though. Not gonna lie, like it's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, I feel like this is brutal. This is yeah. I'll put it at the top of pretty good. No, but then yeah, I think it belongs there. I think it belongs there. Not gonna lie. Anyways, what is Lars house? What is this tier list, bro? What is Lars house? No, wait. I think that's Pumpkin Mansion, isn't it? It's Pumpkin Mansion, but they literally just type in whatever they want, bro. Like what the hell? let's pretend this is Pumpkin Mansion, right? Me and Pumpkin Mansion, we have beef. I swear down, because I don't think I've come top four in that on that race ever in that track. I'm not gonna lie. The layout is like it's meant to confuse you. It's meant to like you go upside down, you go underside up, you kind of like you can go left and right. It's all like parallel and everything. But me personally, like if you play it on supersonic speed, which is the fastest like mode, like you can't hold the like accelerator. You have to let go in a lot of places. You get what I'm trying to say? Which obviously that's not me saying I can't do that. Like I do that. You know what I'm trying to say? But even like you can just get done by so many things like in this level. When like the first bit is fine. Let's start with the first lap. The first lap is simple. It's like when you get to the grass area, you have to be tight with the turn and everything. You know, especially if you're on supersonic speed, you have to be tight with every turn when you get to the grass bit, because you know, if you go on the grass, you finish late. I can't lie. You're getting hit by everything. But that's the third lap. Can't lie. I like the way there's a invisible road thing. If you played Sonic Heroes, you'll know about that. But obviously, a lot of you that weren't there. You're probably just there, just playing with your cock back in the day. But yeah, like it's the second lap is interesting. It kind of changes things up a little bit, which is quite nice. Like the actual map, the actual track is actually not bad. I'm just like we don't connect. See, like me and the track, we don't connect properly. I'm not gonna lie. Especially the last bit, like the grass bit, I always manage to get hit by something, or I just spin out and drive on the grass. I'm not gonna lie. But if I think about it, it is actually a good map. It is a good map. Like I'm not gonna let my skill issue. I don't want to say skill issue because I'm top 100 in the UK. So not my skill issue, but you know my experiences with the track. You know I can't let that influence the actual, you know, how good it is. So I'm gonna put it. Hmm, I'm gonna put it. It goes above Sand Road, not gonna lie. But for me, it goes below Mystic Jungle. Like if I see Mystic Jungle and Pumpkin Mansion, I'd pick Mystic Jungle, not gonna lie. That's just me personally. And I think that's what you should do as well, because you know that's what I'm saying. Anyways, up next we got Urban Canyon. You see, Urban Canyon, like for me, I just don't know about this track. The track is alright. The layout is alright. You start off with driving, and then you start flying, and you start driving again with the first lap, even the third, sorry. But yeah, like the flying bit, like in fact you don't even have to fly. That's what I actually like about this level. You can choose to just keep driving, but obviously a lot of people just fly. Like yeah, even I, to be honest. But yeah, now the level design is actually alright. Like especially at the start, there's a lot of turns, like type of like type drifts. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you drift quite a lot at the start, and then you can just start flying, or you can just keep driving. Even towards the end, you like drift quite a lot. So if I think about it, I don't know why I put it above pretty good. Not gonna lie, only because of the design of the drifts. Even on the second, no, sorry, not the second, on the final lap, what happens is at the start, they're like, you see where you drift at the start, it kind of opens because it's kind of like barriers, yeah. But they open the barriers, so you can just drive on the rocks and just drift through the rocks and take shortcuts. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think Urban Canyon is a good, decent level. The music is decent. The music is alright. I wouldn't say it's crazy or anything. It's just alright in my eyes personally. But I think I'd put it like I wouldn't put it. Me personally, I think it's top or pretty good. Just no, but then yeah, me personally, it's just top or pretty good. Only because like I'll choose Metal Harbor over Urban Canyon. Like these three here, I'd say it's interchangeable for me. Apotus, I want to put higher, but I think that's just because of the music. I'm not gonna lie, the actual level design, I think it deserves to be there. But yeah, Urban Canyon, I'll leave it there. Not gonna lie, I'll leave that pretty good. Anyways, up next we got Market Street. Market Street. They've rinsed my boy into the ground. We know this is Rooftop Run. They've rinsed Rooftop Run to the ground. Not gonna lie, a bit like Ocean View, but Ocean View still feels a bit new because the music changes. But Market Street, like Rooftop Run music is very good. Market Street music is just alright for me. Like I think their remix is just alright. Like I don't know, they actually just couldn't be asked to to try, so they just made something that was acceptable. I feel like the music is fine. Like with the level, it's literally just driving. There's no flying, there's no water, there's no boat section. I mean, but yeah, it's quite interesting. There's a little shortcut with a travel ring, I think, just like in East Stadium. Actually, I don't think I mentioned it, but yeah, there's a little travel ring somewhere. But it's alright, Market Street. But then like, if I see it, there's nothing giving me the incentive to pick it over like anything here. You get what I'm trying to say? Generally, I kind of feel disappointed with Market Street. I feel like they could have done something more, you know. So, not gonna lie, I think it's just alright. It's not that great. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. Like the top, I'll leave it at the top of not that great. Like it's not a bad level. It's not bad. It's not wank. It's not wank. Come on, I'll put it at top. I'm not that great. That's just me though. That's just me. But, yeah. Up next, we got Coral Maze. It doesn't have a picture. I don't know why, to be honest. But you've seen Coral Maze. But is it even called? It's called Coral Town. It's actually called Coral Town. This till is actually. I need to have a word with the owner. I need to like straighten him out, bro. Because what is this? But anyways, Coral Maze. I like it. Do you know why I like it? Because obviously there's a lot of branching paths, sorry, and that's what you want in a track. You know what I'm trying to say? I think there's what? There's flying. No, there's driving. There's flying. I don't think there's water though, but the flying and the driving. The flying is actually optional as well. Actually, I think there's like at least 4 different branching paths, even on the first lap, which is actually good as well. And I think on the final one, there's a travel ring at the end that kind of gives you a good shortcut. You kind of have to guess what side is going, and then you go in there. It takes you a bit closer to the start. So, not gonna lie, Coral Town. Forget Coral. I don't know why it says Coral Maze. Not gonna lie. I should have just made the tier list by myself, but I ain't doing that. Not gonna lie. So, Coral Town. Where would I put that? I put it. I think it goes here. I think it's a very good level. It's a very good track because it's quite complex, and you don't really know the fastest route. You know, so you kind of just you kind of get a break from everything. Everyone goes their own separate ways, and they all meet at the end and start blasting each other off. You know what I'm trying to say? So I put Coral Maze there. Coral Town, like look at the tier list is making me say Coral Maze. Bro. Anyways, look at this Ice Canyon. Ice Canyon, what is like, bro? It's the person who made this was on some sort of like drug or something. Because like, what is Ice Canyon, bro? But anyways, this is meant to be Blizzard Valley. Blizzard Valley for me, it's got driving. Has it got flying? Am I bugging? I don't think it has flying. Not gonna lie. No, it does. It does. I'm pretty sure it does. But do you know what it is? I don't like actually get this level that much. I don't get this track that much. But me personally, I think it's alright. But no. I do think it's alright. It's just that obviously the snow and the wind, you know what I'm trying to say? The snow and the wind, the ice, it kind of like, you have to like control your vehicle. You can't hold the accelerator or you just fly off. This is the level. This is the track where you just fly off. Like, there's just no debate in it. If you keep holding the trigger, the accelerator, you're just driving off. Not gonna lie. So you have to actually have skill, to get through this. Hence why I've never won this. I'm still top 100 though in the UK, so don't question me on that. But yeah, the first lap, I'm pretty sure it's got flying as well. Like, nothing, for me, nothing really changes in the second lap that I can even remember. Maybe the stuff that does change, I just don't really know. There's more item boxes, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe there's not flying in the first lap and flying in the second lap. I honestly don't remember. It's not that memorable to me, not gonna lie. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but I do think it's just Like I don't really like it that much. Not like if I see it, I don't think I've ever picked it. Like I generally don't think I've ever picked Blizzard Valley. So not gonna lie, it might have to just sit. It might have to sit below Market Street because I can't like if I see Market Street, I'm picking it over Blizzard Valley. So you know what that can say there. Not gonna lie, that can it can do that. But yeah, don't hate me. If you hate me, hey bro, just it's fine honestly because I'm not moving it. So anyways, we change to Radical Highway. Radical Highway. The music, the music. See, if there's a level that I haven't, first of all, if there's a track that I haven't mentioned the music, it means that the music is just not memorable. You know, doesn't influence my actual decision of the track. But Radical Highway, I have to mention. We've heard how many remixes of this level, and then this track is actually still good. This remix is actually still good, so I rate it. Especially the last lap as well is actually still good as well. But yeah, so this is actually just a full driving level. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's no flying, there's no boat level, there's no boat bit. So even though it's still just driving, I still think it's interesting because there's a lot of like different. I wouldn't say ways to go, but different paths to take. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the first bit you can take the wide angle, you can get the little high angle. I think after that there's like you go on the bridge, the actual red bridge, and if you go on the sides you can get like I think I don't know how many iron boxes there are, but there's iron boxes on the side. It's actually pretty tight, so you have to actually use your noggin and actually keep your finger straight when you're on it. You can't just be splattering out or you just fly off and die. So it's actually quite a nice touch there. I think Radical Highway is actually a very good level, not gonna lie. Like it's one of those where I would pick over some other stuff. Like I pick this over Urban Canyon, not gonna lie. Me personally, I pick it over Urban Canyon. But would I say it's very good or it's pretty good? So it's tough to think, but I would prefer. There is no flying. There's no boat. There's no boat bit. Sorry. So now that I think about it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something about. I think it's the music that actually helps it a lot. So I would put it at the bottom of very goods. I'd say. Oh, would I pick Metal Harper over Radical Highway though? Would I ever do that? I feel like I would. So I feel like I would. Not gonna lie. I have very mixed feelings on Child Park. Very mixed. I don't. I don't want to say this, but this is one of the only tracks. One of the only tracks. I'll let you know the tracks I hate, but this is one of the only like music tracks that I generally hate. Okay, no, I don't hate it. It's just like I don't like to hear it. Not gonna lie, this one I just don't like to hear it. So the music kind of brings it down a bit, even from the start. This level has got just driving as well. No, just driving on the first lap, but I think there's actually water bit on the first lap, but I know definitely on the second lap there's a water bit, there's a boat bit. So it's a little bit of variety, but I just feel like the track layout is actually not bad. It's actually decent. Like it's got some tight turns. It's got just tight turns. It's got a roller coaster. It's got a turn where if you actually don't let go of the accelerator, you will fly off. You actually just fly off and die, which is quite good. That kind of brings it up a little bit. Add a bit of skill into the race. You know what I'm trying to say? See if you have brain cells up there. So now that I think about it, would I put Child Park at not that great? The music is actually just annoying. I feel like they could have done something better. I don't know what I don't know what the direction was to make the music like that. It's not that the music's awful. It's just not what I like to hear, to be honest, when I'm just in the race. But like, I don't know what it is. Me personally, I wouldn't put Chow Park over Market Street. Like, if I see both of them, if I see both of the choices on there, I would actually pick Market Street, but I would pick Chow Park over Blizzard Valley. So I'll put it there. It's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion, not gonna lie. Chow Park is just, I feel like it could have been better. Like, it's about the Chow, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if no one really hates Chows, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, but now you're kind of trying to make me hate them, you know? But I'll put it, I'm not that great. It's not bad. It's not bad. Wank is bad. You know, we'll get to Wank. In fact, you know, I'll put Chow Park, not that great. But it's just alright, you know. The track layout is decent, is what I'd say. But anyways, up next, Bumper Factory. See, let me. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. Like, I'm not getting paid to do this, you know. So I'm just giving you my feelings. I hate the music. I hate it. I hate hearing this. You see, if I see Bumper Factory, I'd rather pick like Hell track. I'll literally pick. I'll pick Hell. If there's like a track of Hell, I'll pick Hell over Bumper Factory. I swear down. Honestly, I'm just literally driving Hell rather than Bumper Factory. Honestly, I hate the music. I don't know, like, I get what they're trying to do. It's a factory, you know, like, the music's just not meant to be like, but I just hate it. I just honestly just hate it. Like, the first lap, you know, there's actually stuff to dodge and stuff. The track layout is actually alright. You know, there's a little shortcut in the middle. There's the little pink goo, you know, the green goo as well. You just have to, you know, drive around that, I guess. But the music just pisses me off whilst I'm driving. Like, you know, like that's it doesn't make me want to win. It just makes me want to just like drive in hell. So I'm not gonna lie, man. In the final lap as well, there's a little, like, not even little. There's like a conveyor belt. Half of the track is a conveyor belt, so you actually get a speed boost, which is actually, you know, it's quite a nice touch. You know, it's quite a nice touch. But the music, man, the music, like, for me, in these type of games, right, the music has to be bearable for me to even drive in a track, because I'm not trying to like drive and then just be hearing some air swords going in my ear. Like, what the hell is, like, Don't Factory? I'd rather just listen to Hell. Can't lie. So no, I'll be real, man. This track is wank in my opinion. The actual track layout is alright. It's actually pretty good. Actually, not gonna lie. It does more than like something like Rainbow Garden, but I don't care what anyone says. I'll put it in wank. I don't care. I don't flipping care. It's in wank, bro. I hate hearing the music. I just wouldn't pick it over. I'd actually pick Blizzard Valley over this. Not gonna lie. Like, honestly, it is wank. It is actually wank. But anyways, moving on from wank. Up next, we got Aqua Forest. Aqua Forest. I have a lot of words for Aqua Forest, right? So once when I first played it, I was pretty confused because, like, I didn't know what the map was about. So I thought it was just gonna be like a jungle forest. You know what I'm trying to say? But that adds the water. You know, aqua means water. If you didn't know that. So, like, now that I thought about it, I looked around. It's kind of like a pirate forest type of scenery. You know what I'm trying to say? So I was like, oh, and the music, you can tell by the music as well. Like, the music, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the best tracks in my opinion, especially like towards the end of the lap of the first lap. You start hearing like the music starts getting good, and the final lap as well. The music starts here, but so it brings points up for me. But I think this track layout is one of the best, if not. Yeah, I don't know if it's the best, but it's top 5 in my opinion. Generally, because like it's literally just water and driving. But because obviously Aqua, if it's called Aqua and you're not like in the boat, you know, does that even make sense? So, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It goes high. It's already high on the tier list, but I'd say, yeah. In the final lap, the music is very good, but the map layout, it doesn't really change that much. It doesn't even really change. It's just that, like, you know, there's branching pathways. I think there's a travel ring in there as well, actually, to be fair. There's one, like, I don't know what you call them. There's orange rings, there's speed rings. I forgot what you call them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually a fake fan. But there's one that actually cuts. Like, you get a good shortcut. It literally, like, it takes you forward. A lot of people don't take it for some reason, I see, but I don't know why. It's actually quite easy to make, so if you don't do it, you're a nugget. That's why I'm top 100 in the UK. So yeah, I would put Aqua Forest. Not gonna lie, me personally, so far out of all of the tracks, if I see Aqua Forest, Would I pick it over Wonder Museum though? I think I feel like the final lap in Wonder Museum is what puts it above Aqua Forest, but I would put Aqua Forest in one of the goated levels, not gonna lie. That's just me personally though. That's just me personally. But yeah, I put it goated, not gonna lie. I think it deserves to stay there. But anyways, we got how many left? We got four left. The rest are just cyberspace. Did I say cyberspace? Sorry. The rest of these maps here are just Crossworlds. So we'll get into that later. We'll do a different video on that. But the next one we got is Egg Expo. Egg Expo. Egg Expo. See, Egg Expo, right? You get what it like from the name. You get what it is. It's like kind of Eggman's kind of like map. You get what I'm trying to say, like his creations and everything, just there. But like for me, like you don't really see the best of his creations. Like that's just from a visual standpoint. The music is decent. The music is pretty good. The music is pretty good. I like. The music is good. I would. It doesn't annoy me, But like it's called Egg Expo, and it's not even like his best creations there. You just see like you know probably his most known ones in it. But anyways, that doesn't really affect the track. The track layout is actually quite good because this one's actually got like it's got driving, flying, and boat. So it's got everything. So I think it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, I actually quite like it to be honest. Like it's one of those ones there that I like it, but I'm not that good at it. Not gonna lie, even though I'm still top 100 in the UK. Don't forget that. But yeah, nah, I think it is a good level. Not gonna lie, the music is pretty good as well. The final lap kind of changes it quite a lot as well. Actually, his machines actually start like, attacking you on a track. I'm trying to say you have to dodge it. You have to actually use your noggin, use the brain cells, connect it together, actually start driving. So I think it goes high. I think it goes very high. But I think what I'll do, me personally, I would pick it over everything here except Mystic Jungle. So I'll put it below Mystic Jungle. I put it in very good. It is a very good track, I'm gonna lie. I'll put it there. I think that's fair. I wouldn't put it in good just because like I feel that even though they done quite a lot with it, I feel like they still could have done more. I'll be real, but I'll leave it there. I'll put it in very good second bit. Anyways, up next we got Kronos Island. Kronos Island. Kronos Island. Kronos Island. Kronos Island. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. If I did that, you might as well just hang me on the cross next to Jesus Christ. I'd be real. But yeah, Kronos Island, I have a lot of words for it. It's actually just a driving level. There's no flying or boat, But that doesn't mean that it's any less than the others. I'm just stating that. But yeah. So at the start, you kind of just kind of get to feel the the atmosphere. The music in the first lap and the last lap is very different. If you played Frontiers, you'll know. But assuming you haven't played it, like the first lap music, it's just like that. You see that what you see in the map, that's the music surrounding it, so it kind of fits together. What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the music is good. The music is decent. It's more than decent. It's good, very good. But yeah, the track layout, you kind of you start with on the grass, then you kind of like you get to the squid thing, the squid sort of enemy. So you actually ride the enemy. It is actually quite cool, I think it's a very good design. Like like a previous boss in that actual game where it's from, you actually start riding it. It's kind of mad, but I think that's a good sort of thing. At the end of the track, there's a shortcut that if you don't take that shortcut, that you want to lose, like you're a nugget. I'm not even joking. Like generally, if you don't take that shortcut, you're a fool. It's kind of like you kind of need boost or like Oma Child to kind of get through it without slowing down. But even if you do slow down, it's quicker than taking the whole turn, in my opinion. Well, I think it is. But yeah, if you don't take that shortcut, you're a nugget. Can't lie, you deserve to lose. So I think that's a good touch. It's a good touch. If you do have the boost, it helps you because you can actually clutch some good wins from that. I've clutched so many wins from that. That's how I'm top 100 in the UK. But you know, Kronos Island. That's the first lap. In the last lap, the music it turns to literally like the best in the game for me. Like in my opinion. So not gonna lie, I'm just gonna put it here already for you, for everyone to see. Just to let you know. But yeah, the music turns amazing. Um, Kind of like the enemies on the map. The enemies actually start getting aggressive and everything. You know, it kind of like it kind of makes everything feel fast. And when you get to the end bit, that big I forgot what the enemy is called. It's like Asura or something. I don't know how to say it. I'm not lie. I don't really care, but it kind of starts slamming its hand on the ground and it gets you like some sort of blue boost things you can go through. It kind of just makes the final stretch of the race a bit competitive and everything. So it's quite good. And as I said, if you don't take the shortcut, you will lose and you're a nugget. I've never seen anyone not take the shortcut and win. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, so Cronus Island goes in goated. Not gonna lie, it has to. Like for me, it's at the moment it's the best. It's the best track. Like if I see Cronus Island, I'm picking it over all of these. You know, like Wonder Museum is close, but I'm picking Cronus Island. Not gonna lie. But yeah. Anyways, up next we got North Star Islands. Unleash. I don't know what to say with North Star Islands. Like, this is just a driving level. There's no flying. There's no water. But me personally, right? Like, I could play Superstars, but I just haven't played it. But that doesn't influence my liking of the track. I'm just saying. But I don't really like the way. I get it because like the game is like it's got multiple zones. I get that. The track, what it does basically, it goes from one zone to another. So it goes into like 3 zones basically. Is it 3? Yeah. But it's really quick. Like it's all on the same track. It kind of like symbolizes the game. If you get what I'm trying to say. But for me, it just looks so out of place. I feel like the textures don't really look right. As like the other maps. If you know what I'm trying to say. And it's just like, from like I don't know. There's some obstacles at the start. There's like some enemies just going left and right. I guess, but it doesn't really appeal to me. I just don't think the music's just alright. I mean, not I don't really like it that much. Not gonna lie, like, but I don't know what to say because like even in the final lap, nothing really changes except like there's this hammer bit at Canadian that like it kind of makes you like jump up in the air, which is actually quite cool. And it just in the final lap it just starts like hammering faster, so you keep flipping in the air quite a lot. That's probably the only noticeable thing in this map, to be honest. So I would, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, but my opinion is right. So I put it below Market Street. I would pick Market Street over North Star Islands. Not gonna lie, just because like for me, North Star Islands doesn't look right in my opinion. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel right to me. I would have rather them put like Ares Island in the game from Frontiers than North Star Island. Not gonna lie, I would have rather them do something like that. So for me, that's where it goes. I know it's quite. I don't know. I think people will agree with me on that. Not gonna lie, I would have put it in wank though. It's not wank. It's just it's not Dumper Factory. Let's be honest. But yeah, I'd leave it there. So I think our final level, our final track for the main, game basically, without any of the crossovers, is White Space. And I'm just gonna say from now, I don't know if it's here or here. I actually don't know. I feel like I have bias though, just because of like it comes from the most recent game, like Shadow Generations, right? The layout of the track is good because you start off driving, then you go into water, then you start driving, in the final lap, then you start driving, and then you go into flying. It's a quite interactive level, there's always something happening, you know. You know what I'm trying to say, especially on the last lap. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie. The music is top tier. It's literally top 5, top 3 tracks in the game. I'm not gonna lie. But that's because it's a remix of, you know, the song. But anyways, the layout is very nice. You know, the water section is quite good because it's got the purple thing from the previous game, and it's made it into like the bit that makes you slow. You get what I'm trying to say? It's quite a good level. Not gonna lie. You got the gun soldiers actually shooting you as well on the final lap. I don't think they did that on the first lap, but yeah, I really like White Space. Would I pick it over Kronos Island? For me, it kind of just depends on like how I'm feeling. Not gonna lie. Like if I just see it next to each other, sometimes I pick White Space, sometimes I pick Kronos. I really don't know. I really don't know. Generally, it's interchangeable. It's actually interchangeable. Never any doubt. I can't lie, man. I think I'd put it. Okay, no. Gun to my head right now. I don't know, some black idiot has a gun to my head right here. What am I picking? I have to put it in front of Kronos or behind. What would I do? What the hell? Yeah, I'd leave it there. I would actually leave it there. Not gonna lie. No, what I do? No. For me, it's interchangeable. Like if you put it in front of Cronus, I wouldn't really care. Like I don't care anyway, to be honest. But you know, I wouldn't mind. So I think that's fair. I think that is fair. They're the top. They're the best 2 tracks in the game. Like just like hands down. If you say otherwise, I'll actually just kill you. Not gonna lie. I'll actually kill you. But what's next? So these are Crossworld. Wait, Sweet Mountain is here. So what was that other thing before? Quarry Mountain. That doesn't exist. Like, bro. Anyways, yeah, okay, cool. Look, these two at the time of recording, Bikini Bottom and Minecraft World are in the game. Like, I think Bikini Bottom literally released yesterday. So we'll start with Minecraft World. You know, Minecraft World is very interesting because, like, me personally, I don't like the music. Like, that's like I just the only music that's alright is when you get into the what do you call it? Never. So that's literally it though. And you're in there for like what 10 seconds. But yeah, no, I don't really like the music. The track design is actually quite good because like it's tight turns. You have to release the R2 the accelerator. Otherwise you're just hitting the wall, you know. You actually have to take some quite tight turns. But yeah, so the first lap, you just drive, basically. You go from the overworld to the nether, back into the overworlds. Obviously, second lap, when you get to the third, you go back to the overworld. And then you do some tight turns, and then you go to the end, I think. You start, like, just flying in the end. And then after that, you go back to the overworld. Like, it's not boring. It's actually not boring. Like, me personally, I wouldn't choose it over a lot, but I think it is pretty. I would pick it over Urban Canyon, not gonna lie, I would. But I wouldn't pick it over Radical Highway. So I think I'd put it in the middle. I put it at the top of pretty good, not gonna lie. I feel like you could put it in very good, but me personally, I wouldn't regard it as that high. I'd probably just about pick it over Urban Canyon, not gonna lie. But yeah. I think that's fair. Not gonna lie. Bikini Bottom, right? It literally came out yesterday, so I don't think I've even fully memorized the layout, but I know it's driving, then the water bit, and in the last lap, it's literally the same. To be honest, it's not really a change that much. It's just that plankton's just hitting the floor a bit faster. That's literally it. So, what I would do. I think this is a quick one. The music's pretty good. The music is better than the Minecraft music. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather pick Bikini Bottom than Minecraft World, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'd put it at the top of pretty good. I feel like I have a bit too many of pretty good there. So, but I think it's fair because there's not many bad tracks in the game. Like literally, the ones here, Market Street is not even bad, to be honest. It's, I feel like it starts bad from here. Like, this is me. I would say this is bad. I'd hate to say this is bad. I feel like people actually like this, but I don't like it. So I think it's bad. Blizzard Valley. I don't know why it's Ice Canyon. Why it's bad. This is wank, bro. Dumper Factory is wank. I can't stress this enough. If you pick Dumper Factory, I'll find you. I'll probably see you. Like, honestly, I just close app. I just close app and I go on a different game. When I see Dumper Factory, I just literally can't be us. Generally, I'm no word of a lie. I literally don't even play Dumper Factory anymore. It's that wank. But yeah, this is the ultimate tier list for the main tracks in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. But yeah, you see, I got paid to do this obviously because I'm top 100 in the UK. So you know, don't think I did this by free will. You know, I've got what 64 hours on the game. I'm top 100, so you know you can't even blame me. So yeah, this is the definitive tier list. If you want to argue, honestly, you can argue in the comments. You know, if you even made it this far, but this is the tier list. You know, like there's no changing unless I decide to change it. You know. Yeah, this is the end of the video basically. So follow my Twitch, join my Discord. I think subscribe because if you don't subscribe, I enchant a spell on you actually. So you actually have to. If you don't want to end up like Ben, so please subscribe. Like the video if you want. You know what I'm trying to say. Get out there. You know. Show me your. Anyways, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the tier list. This is the definitive tier list. Don't argue with your nan, bro. Can't lie. Argue with your nan. But yeah, I'll see you more in a bit. Hey guys, Escape from the Future. I realized while editing the video that I left one track out. You probably realize if you're still here. I realized that Corey Mountain, you know, it's not the name of the track. It's actually Crystal Mine. I forgot it. I left it out. But yeah, so I'm back to rectify. I see Crystal Mine. The music is alright. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing memorable in my opinion. It's the actual track. To be honest, that's probably one of the only tracks I don't know off the top of my head. I play it quite a bit, to be honest. I play it quite a bit, but it just doesn't stick to my mind. You know, it doesn't. I don't know, man. I was about to say Corey Mountain, Crystal Mine. What I'm thinking is that would I pick Crystal Mine over E Stadium? That's my first thought. Because obviously, you know, E Stadium is at the bottom of pretty good. So would I even put it here? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not very good. It's not very good. Because what it's got a driving section, flying section, driving, and the final lap bit is basically the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Like I don't think anything on the track moves. Like it's literally the same thing. So the question you have to ask yourself after that actually is, would you pick Crystal Mine over Market Street? And me personally, I don't think I would. You know, I think I'd put it there. I think I would actually leave it there. That's just me being honest. That's just me being honest. Like, no bias, no nothing. Like the track's just alright, man. It's not that good. I wouldn't say it's pretty good. No, I would pick Market Street over that. I feel kind of bad for putting Market Street there, but you know, I'm sticking to what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say. So what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at the arrangement of here. I don't really like it, you know. Generally, I think I would pick Child Park over Northside Islands, and then Blizzard Valley also. Just because of like the ice, like the ice is like slippery. It gives you something to, you know, gives you a bit of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would actually do this. I think I would. No, I would, because I wouldn't pick Crystal Mine over Blizzard Valley. You know what I mean? Nah, you know what? This is too hard. Nah. We're leaving it there. I'm disappointed in Market Street, so we're leaving it there. I'm gonna lie. Let's see here. This is for no. Actually, let me rectify this as well. I know what I said previously in the video, but I've really thought about it and I was like, nah, this doesn't sit right with me. Urban Canyon, not gonna lie to me, I'd rather pick a Protos and Ocean View and Water Palace and Colourful Mall. Yeah, I'll put it there. Not gonna lie, I think this is better. The Protos or Ocean View. I think I would pick the Protos just because of the music is the only thing that surpasses it for me. Like, Ocean View is still very good as well, or pretty good, sorry, pretty good. And Water Palace, yeah, I think this was, nah, can't lie. We're swapping this, and I think that's fair. I think that's completely fair. Actually, hold on a second. This, yeah, no, you know what? This is perfect. This is the actual, like, definitive list. I'll agree with your nan. This is the list, I promise you. There's no debating. You can debate in the comments, but, you know, this is the list, so you know, this is it. Just know that these 4 are the best. Dumper Factory is wank and will always be wank. Unless they change the whole music and audio, it will always be wank. You know what I'm trying to say? We have 5, not that great. We have about 8, what was that, 9 pretty goods. And we have what, 6 or 7? Anyways, we have 7 very goods. So yeah, I think this is the list. You know, I'll agree with your nan. And yeah, let me just get back to, you know, sorting out this video. So yeah.